If you're lucky enough to own a pasta machine, you're going to take your pasta dough and we're going to roll it down to about number 5. You don't really want to go thinner than that, because by the time you get to cooking off your pasta, if you go down to like 4, 3, 2, etc., you're going to end up with a really floppy plate of pasta. Whereas if you keep it about 5, you can have sort of al dente and it will hold up and you can make a nice attractive pile on your plate. We've got semolina, which helps to stop your pasta sticking, but I mean a well rested pasta though isn't actually that sticky. You should be able to just roll that off. So that's number 5 there already. We've actually had this in the fridge for a couple of days because we've been doing other things. So you see, it's we've made it, we've rested it, we've kept it in the fridge wrapped, and then a few days later when we're ready to use it, we bring it out, and it's absolutely fine to use. So I'm just going to rip that. Don't necessarily need to cut it. So effectively there you've got lasagna sheets. Don't want to make a lasagna, I mean that's where you stop lasagna, but we're going for, I mean I think spaghetti is traditional for carbonaras, but we're going to make a tagliatelle. A bit easier to handle with fresh pasta. Run that through. If you want to do that with a knife, you just roll up your pasta. Get some semolina on there so that doesn't stick, because when you roll it it's going to stick. But if you were to do this with a knife, just fold it up like so. Roll it, unroll it, and then you have knife cut tagliatelle. We've got pasta machines, so we're going to use it. We've also got a pasta stand, but you can do that with, if you have any coat hangers or anything like that, then you can just use coat hangers to hang your pasta. Since we made it with 200 grams of flour, we've made it with 2 whole eggs, and we've ended up with about 300 grams of pasta. It's roughly 100 grams fresh pasta per person to make per serving. But if you like a big plate of pasta, you might want to push that up to 150 per person. So the dry flour weight plus the egg will be just about right for us too. Our water, good heat. The rule of thumb for your salt is about 10 grams to 1 litre of water. We've got a bit over a litre here, so I'm going to put a big pinch. Big pinch of salt. Bring the pasta over, pick up any little bits that are lying around. Still going to eat them. We've got a good amount of salt in there. Water's rolling nicely. Pasta's going to go in. As fresh pasta goes in, just need to lift it a little bit. By lifting it, you're going to stop it from sinking to the bottom. Stick them together. There we go. Keep that all separate. And pick up any little odds and bits. Make sure you're not wasting anything. The fresh pasta is going to take a lot less time to cook. A couple of minutes as soon as that comes up to the boil. You're going to want to hold on to a bit of your pasta water, so when you drain it over another pan. So the pan underneath is going to catch a bit of the water. You can use that hot water to dress your pasta afterwards. And the test for your fresh pasta is not going to be done yet, but when you pull it out, you should be able to quite easily push your finger through. For fresh pasta, 300 grams fresh pasta, you should have about 3 litres of water. I reckon we've got 2 in here, but a bit limited on pans. Just watch that, it doesn't boil over.